Today I'm going to show you how to turn one single Pinterest pin into 20 different variations in about 5 minutes that actually gets traffic. No Canva Pro, no complicated design work, just smart keyword tweaking that gets you massive reach. And this technique is not that same boring thing that everyone keeps talking about. The point is to create pins at scale that actually drives traffic. In other words, results and not just volume work. So this video is about how to get traffic from Pinterest using bulk pin strategy. And on top of that, I am actually going to show you how you can create pin variations in Canva. All right, let me show you exactly how this works. So let's say you have created a pin about how to organize your pantry. It's doing okay, it's getting some saves, it's getting some clicks as well. But here's what most people don't realize, that one topic can be split into 20 different search queries that people are actually typing into Pinterest. Let me show you how. First, go to Google and let's type in how to organize pantry. As I type, look at these autocomplete suggestions already. How to organize pantry with deep shelves, how to organize pantry without containers, how to organize pantry with wire shelves, how to organize pantry with pull-out shelves. Each of these is a separate pin variations, guys, which you can create. But we are going even deeper. I'm going to hit the enter button and scroll down to people also ask section. Look at these suggestions already. What is the best way to organize a pantry? How do you decide where to put things in kitchen cabinets? What is the 60-30-10 rule for kitchens? Every single one of these questions is a different angle, guys, a different search intent. Let me show you how simple this is. So, your original pin says how to organize your pantry. That's fine, but it's generic. Now, based on what we just found, you are going to create variations. Variation 1 can be how to organize pantry without containers. In fact, let me show you how to get this done. Go to Canva and select the pin design that fits Pinterest. And then on blank canvas, I will add a square element. I'll go to Elements tab and then add a square. And then I will just resize it to fit the top part, and then I'll make it a bit transparent so that the image as well as the text are visible. Now, for the background image, you have a few options here. You can use Canva's stock images. Just go to Photos tab and search for Organized Pantry or whatever your topic is. Canva has tons of free stock images you can use. Or if you want to have even more variety and unique images, you can use free stock photo sites like Pixabay or Pexels. Just download the images from there and upload them to Canva. This way, you're not using the same images that everyone else is using from Canva's library. Now let me add an image here. I'm going to the Elements tab and searching for pantry organization. And when I search the word pantry organization at the left hand side, I get lots of results. This image looks perfect for this specific design. So what I'll do is I'll click on this image and then I'll do a right click on this image and set it as a background. Now this looks perfect. So now what I'll do is I'll add a text overlay that says how to organize pantry without containers. To do that, I'll go to text section over here. I'll select the heading and then I'll type the word how to organize pantry without containers. I'll make sure that the text is bold, readable and stands out against the overlay. This looks perfect now. Now what I'll do is I'll move on to variation 2, which can be how to organize pantry with deep shells. So what you can do is you can just duplicate this first pin that we created and then change the text, and then you can remove this image and then add a fresh new image that is there at the left hand side over here. Now, here's an important tip, guys. For each variations that you apply over here, try to change the background image too. This is crucial because Pinterest can flag pins that look similar. So for this second variation, I've already added a fresh image. Now you can repeat the same process over and over again for next 15 or 20 pins. The key is to duplicate, change the text overlay and swap the background image each time. It takes maybe 20 or 30 seconds per variations once you get into a rhythm. So the idea is to take the exact language from Google's suggestions and people also ask questions and turn them into a specific pin titles. And by using different stock images from Canva, Pixabay or Pixels for each variations, you're ensuring that every pin looks unique enough that Pinterest won't flag them as duplicates. You can also slightly adjust other elements if you want to. Maybe change the overlay color from black to dark blue on some pins or adjust the text color from white to light yellow. Small tweaks here and there makes the pin image looks much more unique. But honestly, just changing the text and swapping the background image is usually enough. Now, when you upload these variations to Pinterest, you are not using same title and description. Each pin is optimized for its specific search query. So for the pantry without containers variation, your Pinterest title can say how to organize pantry without containers, and in bracket you can just type space saving ideas. And your description should include phrases like organize pantry without buying containers, container free pantry organization, budget pantry organization, and so on. For the deep shells variation, your title can be how to organize pantry with deep shells, and in bracket you can type maximize space. Description can include terms such as deep pantry shells organization, organize deep shells, reach back of deep pantry, and so on. Technically, you're targeting different keywords with each variations, which means you're showing up in different searches. Let me prove to you that people actually search for these variations. I'm going to open Pinterest now. Okay, in Pinterest search, I'm typing organized pantry without containers, and let me hit the enter button. Give it some time for the results to load. Look, tons of such results, which means tons of such volume. Now let me search pantry organization deep shells. It also has a massive search volume on Pinterest, guys. Don't ask me how I know this. I have used Pintendo to figure out this. These aren't just random variations. These are real searches with real traffic. Let me just summarize and give you the exact step-by-step process so that you can do it yourself. Step 1 is to pick one topic you want to create pins about. And then step 2 is to Google that topic, write down all the autocomplete suggestions. Step 3 is to look at people also ask questions, write those questions down. Step 4 is click into one or two of those questions to see even more related questions. Step 5, now you have all the list of 15 to 20 specific variations for your topic. Step 6 is go into Canva, create a base design with transparent overlay and text. For the background image, use Canva stock photos or download unique images from Pixabay or Pixels and upload them to Canva. Step 7 is to duplicate your design for each variations. Change the text overlay and swap the background image each time to keep image unique. Step 8 is to upload those images to Pinterest with unique titles and descriptions optimized for each specific keyword. And here's one more thing before we wrap up. You can use Pintendo to verify which of these variations have the most search volume on Pinterest before you create them. So if you want to prioritize which variations to make first, just plug them into Pintendo and see which keywords are getting most searches. That way, you're not wasting time on variations that nobody is actually searching for. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what topic I should be creating videos on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.